Hi folks, welcome back to Pop Pop Fizzle. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Heidi.
And we're here today to react to and watch together Star Wars Rebels. We're in season 4.
Okay.
It just came back last night for its final run of episodes. The series is closing out.
Yep.
And they're doing 2 a week until they're done. So we avoided spoilers like the plague.
Yes.
Which meant basically avoiding Twitter and most of the Facebook circles that we run in. So we're very careful about that. We know that from some of the episode titles, we were kind of feeling iffy about some characters and stuff, and so we're worried about some of our favorites.
Yeah.
But we're excited because we love Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah, it is definitely a great show. For anybody who is watching and not sure about it, it is fantastic. And it is canon. So if you are really a true Star Wars fan, not to say that anybody isn't just because they don't like it, but if you really are, you should check this out because it's definitely worth all the Easter eggs that you can see in the later movies that have come out based on the fact that these rebels exist in the same universe.
Right. And, you know, we've had animated series that came also sort of in canon. I think that original animated Clone Wars that was not the computer animated, but the standard animated, I don't think that's considered canon anymore since Disney took over. But I know that the Clone Wars series is.
Yes.
And Rebels, because it has the same showrunners, has very much followed through on some storylines and some things that were set up in the Clone Wars. I hear a lot of people calling for the Clone Wars to come back in some way. I don't think they'll ever do that. I don't think they'll backtrack.
I think they're done.
But to me, Rebels feels like a great spiritual successor to that series. And
it definitely bridges the gap.
And I've come to care, honestly, now, you know, don't at me, but I feel like I've come to care about some of these characters as much or more so than I care about some of the characters in the movie canon.
Yeah, these are definitely really interesting layered characters. You know, they exist in the universe that you're familiar with, but they are from completely different backgrounds, definitely worth looking into and learning to love them too.
All right, so we're going to jump into this episode, which is episode 10 for the season. It's called Jedi Night, and we're going to watch this together. Of course, you won't see the whole episode on your screen because we can't do that. We don't own this. Lucasfilm and Disney does, but you'll see snippets of us reacting to it, and then we'll let you know what we thought about the episode once it's over.
Yep.
Okay. If you are watching on your own though, and you want to watch the whole thing, maybe we'll upload the full thing later, just not with the video from Star Wars. But we'll see about that later. So if we do that, then we'll link that in the description below so that you know. Yep. Okay. All right. Here we go.
All right.
I need you to do something for me.
Anything.
Take the lead on getting Hera back.
Shouldn't you be the one to do that?
I would, but I can't think clearly because of the way I feel about her. I might make a mistake. One that could cost us.
We can do this together.
No. I'll be with you, but this has to be your plan. You lead.
If that's what you want.
It's what we need if we're going to save Hera. And everyone else.
A lot of wisdom on his part there.
Yeah.
You have a lovely voice, General Syndulla.
There he is.
Yeah.
Has she revealed the location of the rebel fleet?
Oh, I haven't begun asking questions yet.
Allow me.
I'll die before I tell you anything.
I imagine you will, General, like so many of your friends in the failed attack, and so much of your family back on Rylos. I wanted to ask you about your Kanikori. I like to know the deeper meanings of the pieces I collect. To me, they are not merely trophies, but symbols that truly represent some of my greatest adversaries.
You don't need to know what it means, since I'll be taking it back.
From my own analysis, I have determined that these shapes...
Anything?
Huh.
I know where she is. She's in the dome, in Governor Price's office.
The administrative offices would be on the 157th level, D block.
Okay. So how do we get past all the patrols, gun turrets, and watchtowers?
Fair
We
question.
can just fly in.
That's exactly what we'll do.
Oh,
On
sure.
gliders.
I wasn't trying to give you an idea.
No, Ezra's right. The Empire's equipped to counter sophisticated weaponry and targets. They won't be looking for something low-tech like a simple glider.
Ewoks.
If we get spotted, we're at a pretty big disadvantage.
True.
No. We'll just look like loaf bats. Look toward the south entrance, where the garbage chute is. I bet we can glide right past them and never be noticed.
Alright. So where do we get these gliders?
Easy. We make them.
Oh, easy.
Little craft project on the side. It's all very samurai.
Yes, I was just thinking that. Oh, this. Oh, shit.
Finished.
How can you tell?
I'll let Kanan know we're ready.
I know.
Wow.
Let's go get Hera.
It's a very similar look to what he had when he was a Padawan.
What's the matter?
Yeah.
It's probably good you can't see this flying contraption. This is one of those times I'm glad the Force is with you.
Your TIE Defender program is at risk. Orson Krennic has been quite persuasive about diverting the funding to his own project, Stardust.
The Emperor has assured me that he supports my project.
In my view, Director Krennic's project has been nothing but expenses and excuses for years on end. If construction of the Defender is to continue, you must make your case directly to the Emperor himself. I have already arranged the meeting.
I leave immediately. Mark Tarkin. Commander, inform Governor Price I'm departing for Coruscant. As soon as you have your course, make the jump into hyperspace.
I don't know about you, but those things sure creep me out.
Just ignore them. These are not as dangerous as those wolf cats.
Anything to report? Nothing here, sir. Just the same as usual. Loaf bats.
No alarms. So far, so good.
People never pay enough attention to the world around them.
Good thing you taught me otherwise.
You're a good listener, Ezra. It served you here, and it will serve you again in the future.
What do you mean?
I hate to break up the moment, but we gotta keep moving. Magnetic climbers. They'll stick to the dome surface.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Price's office is about 6 levels down. Hera should be...
I know where she is.
All right. We'll get the ship. Signal us when you're ready.
Ezra, Sabine. May the Force be with you.
That's very Wile E. Coyote of him.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Next birthday, magnetic climb rings. Just saying.
Where would we use them?
I figure out something.
Since you're unwilling to tell me the location of the rebel fleet, perhaps the Imperial Mind Probe will be more persuasive. Let's begin. Where are the rebels? Kanan's here. Delusional, my dear. Perhaps I pushed you too far.
I need to speak with you, Governor.
I didn't realize he was so short.
Yeah.
It'll just be a moment. I'm gonna be honest with you two. You're in terrible trouble. I wonder how he's gonna get in.
Oh.
Huh. I thought he'd come through the window.
This is LS-261. We're under attack.
He needed to make noise.
That droid really deserved that.
Sorry, I guess I'm a little late.
I forgive you.
Oh, I see. We're in a special mood thanks to the interrogation droid.
Well, I didn't like that droid, Kanan.
No, I didn't like that droid either.
Wait. I have to tell you something. I hate your hair.
Thank you.
It's the best I could do without a mirror.
Your hair hasn't been this short since we first met.
That reminds me. I brought you a present.
You've always been there for me. Whenever I needed you.
Well, that's the job, isn't it?
No, that is not what I'm saying. Oh.
What are you saying?
Whoa, did you fly in on those things?
Yeah, the kids came up with that one.
Not bad.
With any luck, Ezra and Sabine are finding us a better ride.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of want to try those.
You would. Hera, there's something I need to tell you.
Look out!
Oops.
Well,
There you go.
Try it!
What are you doing?
Time to go!
he seems to want to be with us.
Go together. You fly.
Of course. Now, come on!
That was one of your better crashes.
Kanan Jarrus, you know I never crash. I have
Very exciting landings. Thanks for reminding me. Come on.
Empire does too.
Kanan! I know what to say now. I love you.
Must be the truth, Serum talking.
No. It's me. All me.
Hey, enough of that. Time to go.
No sound for the credits.
None.
No.
Yeah.
I have to say, I kind of felt like that was coming, but it still got to me. I still was feeling myself getting a little emotional there.
Yeah. Definitely was. I mean, not wanting that to be the end of the Kanan Hera story, but you know, there is a reason why we didn't see Kanan in the first series, so
Sure.
you know.
I have to say, having watched 4 seasons of this show and really gotten to know all of these characters and both as individuals and the way that they interact with each other, that prior to this, right or wrong, I think Freddie Prinze Jr. was a guy that you could easily dismiss and kind of, you know, just think of him as like a guy that had a few films in the 90s or whatever.
Right.
And I really feel like this show changed my perspective of him because I think he brought so much to that character. But it also, I feel like, gave him a real legacy because he's a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
And it gave him a real legacy as far as doing something that I think will stand the test of time. Like, I think people will come back to Rebels and watch it. It's one of those things for me, like Batman the Animated Series, or one of those things where you would just every few years you might just get a hankering to sit back down and watch it again, or watch your favorite episodes every now and then, or that kind of thing.
Catch some things that you might have missed.
And I feel like, for my money, I feel like Kanan is one of those characters. Even before I read the comic series, that's kind of the prequel to this series. I really felt like his character was a character that was refreshing for me as far as Jedi went. And he was a character that, because of the way he interacts with the people around him and because of how scarred he is from Executive Order 66 and all the things that came through that, and losing his his master and all that he is a very different kind of Jedi. And as we watched him reluctantly at first train Ezra and then grow into being the kind of master that he was for Ezra, I really feel like Freddie Prinze Jr. created a character along with the writers of the show that will really stand out, in the long run for the run of Star Wars. I said kind of before we started watching this that some of these characters have become some of my favorites in the franchise. And I think Kanan is right up there for sure. So kudos to Freddie Prinze Jr. for creating an awesome character.
Great job.
Along with Dave Filoni and all the rest of the people involved behind the scenes. I think Kanan has become quite a standout. So congratulations for everything you've done there. We hate to see him go, but what a way to go.
Yeah, definitely.
Any other thoughts?
No, I mean, I think we knew coming into this that there was going to be somebody that we're going to lose. And, the whole episode was sort of telegraphed in that fashion. But, I mean, I feel like even though it's not the ending that we would have wanted for him, it was a good one for him. So. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we're going to see, we'll probably continue to see sort of what this loss does to the rest of the team as we go forward. We're going to jump right into the next episode. Before we go, though, if you like this video, please click the thumbs up button. That really helps us out. And if you want to see what we're up to next, if you'd hit that subscribe button. We're 30 subscribers strong now. Woo! We're a small channel, and we understand that.
Thank you, all 30 of you.
But listen, we'll take the 30 that we have and hopefully build that even more as we go. So if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you're already subscribe. But if you're already subscribed, let other people know.
Yeah.
Let friends know that are into Star Wars or into other pop culture things that we think about pop culture, so they don't have to. And send them a link to one of your favorite videos. That would really help us out. All right, we'll jump right into the next episode. As soon as we film that, we'll upload that. So join us when we do that. Right. Until next time, folks.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.